Hello and welcome to A-Level Chemistry. We're wanting to give you just a very brief introduction to the A-Level Chemistry course and give you a little bit of an idea of some of the topics that you'll be studying over the next 2 years. So the first slide goes through the content overview for the 2-year A-Level course. So you can see it's split up into 6 different modules. Module 1 isn't a specifically taught module on its own. Module 1 we teach throughout the 2-year course, and it covers all of the practical component for the A-Level chemistry subject. Modules 2, 3 and 4 we cover in Year 1 chemistry, and then modules 5 and 6 are covered in Year 2 chemistry. And then you can see on that first slide the assessment overview. So if you sit the 2-year assessment course, you can see that you'll sit 3 papers in total. So 2 of those papers are 2 hours and 15 minutes long, and then your final paper is 1 hour 30 minutes long. So that final paper, the unified paper, can pull subject knowledge from the whole 2-year A-Level course, whereas paper 1 and paper 2 cover specific module contents. So you can also see on the first slide some of that key A-Level content we cover. Lots of it covers the basic knowledge that you have from GCSE. Looking at things like atomic structure, so making sure you can remember the names of the subatomic particles found in an atom and where they're found in an atom, so those protons and neutrons and electrons, and then we go into it in more detail at A-Level. Again, the same with bonding, ionic, covalent and metallic bonding you will have covered from GCSE, and then we just go into that in a little bit more detail. Chapter 3 of GCSE was all about the amount of substance and looking at moles. And again, we go into that in more detail and do some more work on titrations. So those of you who have studied single science will know what titrations are. We do a little bit more work on those. Then just going through some more key of content, looking at periodic tables, looking at the group 2s, and building on some of that work that you've covered in chapter 6, looking at rates of reactions and equilibrium. So there's a huge crossover content from GCSE and A-Level, and Year 1 really is all about building upon that key crossover content. Slide 2 goes on to look at mainly the practical activity group section from the A-Level chemistry course. From GCSE, all of you have completed required practicals. So there were certain key required practicals you needed to complete in order to be able to access some of those exam questions later on. For A-Level, the PAGs, which are practical activity groups, we have 12 of those groups, and as a minimum you will need to complete 1 practical from each of those groups. And then over the 2-year course you will then be awarded the practical endorsement. So at the end of the 2-year course you will have your A-Level grade, and then you will either have a pass or a fail for the practical endorsement. So the practical endorsement will be submitted separately, and you receive it separately on your exam certificate. And then really just to give you a bit of an idea of degrees that you could possibly go on to look at after studying A-Level chemistry. You may not want to go on to university, you may want to look at apprenticeships, but if you were looking at going on to university, some key courses we could look at for A-Level chemistry include things like the pharmaceutical sciences, medicine, dentistry, veterinary, engineering, chemistry, biochemistry, environmental, sustainability. So there's a whole range of degree subjects that you could go on to look at after studying A-Level chemistry. If there is anything else that you would like to know about the course, then please get in contact with me and I can answer any of your questions. Okay, thank you.